Erica with Rosie Research, and today we're going to look at why is budget important? I mean, why doesn't NASA have billions and billions and billions of dollars to do whatever they want with? Why don't scientists get all of the money they want? Why is budget important? Why do we need to think about what we build our rockets out of and how much money we have? And how do we get more money? Well, it turns out that budget is really important because you only have the money to spend that people are going to give you. Now, you might have people like private donors or self-funding their research, like Elon Musk with SpaceX, and you might have organizations that are getting funded by the government, like NASA. So money can come from many different places, but of course, money can also run out, which is why we need to think about money when we're building things. And we want to think about how can we get the most bang for our buck when we build those things. And what about getting more money? How do we get more money? Why would it be important for the public to give us more money? And scientists grapple with this all of the time. They're always needing more money and more funding. And the problem is much of the public doesn't know what they're doing. And so the public says, I don't want my tax dollars going to this or that or this. But they don't realize why it's so important. And part of that is the fault of scientists because they don't tell everybody this is so cool because we're going to go to the moon, and when we go to the moon we're going to invent Velcro and onboard computers and microwaves and all of these things that we're going to use for so long, or we're going to spend tons and tons of money on high energy physics, which only looks at tiniest building blocks of this universe as we know it, but it also will create the internet. So things like this that the public doesn't see. They don't see sort of the connecting the dots. And so it's really important to be able to talk about any science you do, to tell people, why is that science important? Why is it so cool? Why should you care? Why would going to Mars be really important? What makes people fall in love with that idea? And you have to communicate that to the public. And so in one of the labs we do, Mission to Mars, you guys are tasked with your family to build a really cool rocket, but every rocket piece has a cost to it. And one of the reasons why we do that is to learn how to budget, but also if you want more money, you can write a press release and a call to the public trying to tell them why it's so important to go to Mars and why you really need some specific type of cone that's going to throw you over budget. But in general, scientists have to plead and beg and hope for money. And that's really important to recognize as somebody of the general public and to look into what they're doing and to try to see the downstream aspects of all of the things that science can provide us, like the phones and the computers and the cars, lights. All of these things are all from scientists that had to get funded at some point in time. So being able to talk to the public about science is important, and being able to listen about science is also really important. Thank you so much for learning with us today. I'm Dr. Erica.